What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you live on this Wednesday. Super excited as I look up and see my man, Iron Man. What's up, Iron Man? My brother, Ant. My boys in the house. My sister, Timeless Travel. And as always, my queen, Jeanette. How you doing, sweetheart? So, guys, we got an extraordinary show today. I'm a little bit behind as I'm waiting for my guest to chime in right now. So we're trying to get everything going. And still trying to, I was actually right before the stream trying to get some things loaded up. But we're going to have an amazing stream today, guys. I've got a special guest. Really excited about this, brother. And some great news. I know I just got some messages. Why is XYO taking off? So we're going to look at that. Looks like XYO is on fire right now, guys. So let's get right into it, guys. We're going to go over the markets. We're going to go over some things on my Twitter page, and we're going to bring in this amazing guest. So let's take a look at the markets. Right now, guys, we can see that the markets are actually up right now. We're looking at 816 billion with a B. 816 billion with a B. So, we're up a bit. I think we were like 804 yesterday. So, market's been pumping a little bit. Nothing to go out and start, like people go, I'm going to sell this, I'm going to sell that. I'm going to go crazy. No, I'll tell you guys what, you need to be very careful right now. Yep, the same thing I was talking about last week with XYO, my sister was saying. I'm telling you guys, XYO is pumping. We're going to take a look at that right now. So, yeah, there's some pumping going on in the market right now, guys. Not anything crazy to talk about. We're up all but maybe a couple $100. A couple $100. 100 and some change since yesterday. Bitcoin sitting at 16.8. People start seeing that number get close to 17. They're ready to call it bull market. Uh-oh, here we go. They're fastening their seatbelts. I'm like, stop it. This is just a little bit upwards movement, but people start going crazy. Beekeeper69 knows. Good evening, Crypto for Life family. What's up, my brother? How you doing, Beekeeper? My legendary brother in the house. So we've got, again, Bitcoin at 16.8, guys. We got Ethereum at just over $1,200, $1,252. We've got a BNB at $257 and some change. We got XRP at 34 cents. Not really doing a whole lot. We got Dogecoin right around the same price as yesterday, 7 cents. Polygon jumped up a couple cents, now at 80 cents. We got, that's Polygon. Polkadot's at 461, maybe up 10 cents. Solana has got some pumping going on. Again, guys, we talked about it yesterday. They're talking about this new coin. I think it's called, what was it? It's called Bunk or something like that. What the bunk is going on? Let's see. I think it was Bunk or something. Let's take a look. There's a coin that's, I guess, launched a dog coin. Yeah, a dog coin, I'm sorry, that was launched on, whoa! Now, you know what? Look, I'm sure this is just some, whatever. I don't know it, so I'm not going to speak on it. I'm sure it's like a meme coin or something, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros and a 3, up 180% in 24 hours. What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on? Let's take a look at this coin. Good Lord. So this thing started out the end of the year at 1, 2. I think we look further back than that. I think, let's see. Yeah, end of the year. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, 7 zeros the day before that. Good Lord. So 7 zeros on 12/30, 6 zeros on 12/31, and now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros today. 180%. This is what's got Solana pumping, I guess. They said it's they were talking about, we talked about it yesterday. They were talking about a coin that launched on Solana's got a lot of hype going on right now. Probably like the early days of Doge or Shiba, a lot of hype, community got behind it. I don't have this coin. I've never looked at this coin other than talking about yesterday. It was up like, I think 50 or 60, I don't know, it was up quite a bit, maybe 80%. It's doubled today. Oh my goodness. What is going on? And I'm not saying this. Remember, guys, everything we talk about is entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to or not to. I'm just saying, wow, this coin is up. I don't have it. I'm not telling you to get it. I'm not excited saying I'm going to go get it. I'm just saying, wow. Whenever you see 180% of anything up, it could be your cousin's dog's groomer's coin. That's still a lot, doggone it. That's a lot. That's all I'm saying. Let's get back to the market cap. So, guys, we left off at Solana, I believe it was 13, 18. We got Shiba still at 5 zeros and an 8. That thing's already up there with Shiba somewhere. I didn't really look at the market supply. Who cares? Whatever. Uniswap at 549. Avalanche. Oculus loves Avalanche. Up a couple, 775 for the week. 597 for the over the last 24 hours at $12. That's right. We like Avalanche. Chainlink, that stinky link is back up again at 575. Below 7. Above 5. We like Link. Cosmos at 10 and some change. Ton, what did it raise? I don't know. Maybe got up a 10 cents. We've got Stellar at 7 cents. Not a lot's changed with that. Not a lot's changed. I mean, what we got? A percentage of a change here. We've got 3% up for the last 24 hours for Kronos. Still chilling. Algorand, 11% for the week. 1% for over the last 24 hours. Near, okay, near. Okay, near, up. 19% over the last week. Okay, 17% over the last 24 hours. What's going on with near? You're probably just moving because the rest of the market is. VeChain is at 1 cent. We've got HBAR, Hedera at 3 cents. Yeah, man, that is. Let me see. What did that put? What did that put Solana? 36% since Vitalik Buterin said we're going to support Solana. All their projects have jumped over to Ethereum. I feel bad. Let's support it. And all of a sudden, that doggone dog, another dog. We had 3 dogs that we liked. Not financial advice. Doge, Shiba, Elon, those dogs. And now there's a new dog in town? A new dog in town? Okay. We don't know much about it. Make sure you do your own research. I'm just saying. That dog is pumping right now. Bunk. What the bunk is going on with that dog? All right, guys. Let's see. Terra Luna Classic. 3 zeros and a 1. We've got, let's see, Multiverse X at 33.81, up just maybe $1. Let's take a look at a couple coins here. XRPay, everyone likes that. Well, you know, some people like it. Not financial advice. 2 zeros and a 2, not a lot going on. Matter of fact, it's while everything else is having a little bit of a pump, it's kind of having a bit of a standstill, kind of moving sideways. Not that big of a deal. Guys, we have, let's see, another coin that a lot of people are talking about is that XYO. Let's see what's going on with XYO. Why in the heck is this coin pumping? Whoa! I know it was higher than that. I looked, so it's come down just a bit. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, it's had a little bit. But, boy, I tell you what, I looked up just a while ago before the stream, and I looked at my wall and said, oh, Lord, it doubled. I was like, okay, I like seeing commas. XYO, I got some of that. Not financial advice. Remember, guys, everything we talk about is entertainment purposes only. Don't go out and buy anything that we discuss on this channel because we are not financial advisors. Matter of fact, we tell you not to FOMO, even though my alter ego, we call him Can't Get Right 68J. Sometimes he FOMOs. Don't do it. Don't be like him. I try not to. All right, let's go back over here and take a look here, guys. So that's pretty much the market, guys. You know, everything is kind of where it is. Don't get overly zealous. Things are going to happen. No, guys. This is kind of like, you know, this is where they try to grab your money. Just calm down. Do your own research. This is a time to be a great student in the market. Do your own research. Do your due diligence. Don't go jumping on YouTube trying to think, what's the next thing to buy? No, go out there and research. Your money should mean everything to you. That's right. It does to me. All right, guys, let's take a look at my Twitter. Let's take a look at my Twitter before we bring my guest on. My man, the one and only, E Smitty in the house. He's going to be up here real quick. Legendary brother. We got some big things planned. We're going to be talking off camera. I like that, brother, for sure. We got some things going to be happening. So right here, it shows right here, Bitcoin versus the Fed. Bitcoin audited every 10 minutes by tens of thousands of people across the globe, whereas the United States Federal Reserve audited, hasn't been audited since 109 years. Manipulation. Let me stop. I don't get in no trouble. You guys can see right here, this is my boy's studio. We're going to be talking to him in a minute. Legendary. Me and my wife used to own a music studio, one of the biggest out in our area. All the artists would fly in from all over the place to come to our studio. You can see he's got some nice gear. We're going to talk to him in a minute. My boy E Smitty. Let's keep looking down. Craig, Crypto Savvy One. My boy be killing me with this. Craig, boy, he don't care. He'll call you out. They act like Bitcoin is 100 years old. And all 2 of the 4-year cycles are proof that Bitcoin bottom is in. You can't make this crap up. Craig said, calm down. The bottom's not in. He said it back. Remember, guys, my boy Craig, if you guys haven't followed him, go to Crypto Savvy One. Amazing, legendary chart. I told you guys I used to be in a charting. I started my journey in a charting. We're going to talk about my journey in a minute. But Craig, yeah, definitely go to Crypto Side One if you want some legendary charting on where he sees the markets going. He's been calling it right. He started putting out the .com bubble charts. For those of you guys who tune in, the .com bubble charts back in December of last year, when everybody was singing "Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya." I can't sing. Let me stop. But my boy Craig was saying, "Calm down. We're going down." Everybody's like, "We're not going down. Maybe we'll see 40 to 50,000." Then we went to 40. He said, "All right." Then we got to 30 people. Oh Lord, got to 20 people. Start praying. 10 incoming. Maybe we'll know. We don't know. Not financial advice, guys. Hey, guys, this is my girl, my sister, Timeless Travel. My sister, Timeless Travel. Shout out to Timeless Travel and her husband for helping me out with some things. Incredible support. Her and my sister, Oculus Vision. They've got something called Dames on the Blockchain coming out every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check them out tonight. Dames on the Blockchain. Set your reminder right here, guys. Make sure you check them out. My boy Ben Armstrong, BitBoy, check out his book, Catching Up with Crypto. You can even see where Raw Powell says, Catching Up to Crypto is a book that had needed to be written, and there is no better person to write it than what? Ben. Guys, you know, I don't care what anybody thinks about anybody. In this, we want to always support people that are in crypto, support people. It helps grow and brings attention to the ecosystem, guys. Shout out to my boy Ben, making big things happen. Right here, this guy's showing a Tesla. Fell down 250 feet and saved all 4 people inside. It was a Tesla Model Y. Good Lord. Shouts out to Elon. Safety. We like it. Guys, right here you show, it says Judge grants Celsius Network ownership rights of $4.2 billion in customer deposits. They got some money coming. Right here, guys, this is my picture of me and my lovely family. It's an outdated picture, guys. So a lot of my kids are older since then, but what is the message here? Once you understand your why and have embraced your purpose, your journey will be fun and amazing. That's what me and my boy E Smitty was just talking about, understanding your purpose. What was my why and my purpose? My family, my wife, and my 6 beautiful children. I got to shout them out. Jalen, Janessa, Heaven, Paris, Jelani, Jacoby, and my queen, Jeanette. Better believe it. My why. My why. Makes me feel like this train right here, unstoppable. Like Michael Sayer says, unstoppable. That's how I feel with my why. All right, guys, so about my guest right here, we're going to be bringing him on in a second. Boy, this boy got some stuff. Ooh, look at this. Working with some of the hottest. Credits for working with some of the hottest people in the game. We're going to talk to him in a minute. Dames on the Blockchain. Right here, guys, go to my Twitter. Check it out. Check out more information. Right here, you guys can see Coin Telegraph posted. There was $100 million settlement, a fine. Coinbase, what'd you do? Good Lord. Coinbase had to pay $100 million to settle with New York regulators. Why? I don't know. Read the articles right there on my Twitter. You guys make sure you guys go out and check out our amazing Crypto for Life merchandise. Support the channel right here. Go check it out. Amazing gear. You saw my boy. We're actually going to pull it up right here. My boy Dave supporting. This right here, guys, is messed up. Why he fell like that? I don't know. If someone pulled the chair from underneath me like that, we fighting. It's been a long time since I had a fight. But you know that Brooklyn will come out. That Brownsville Brooklyn will come out. You pull that chair down and I fall. Oh, God. He had all his food up there. He's getting ready to eat. Had the hot sauce ready. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I don't know. I don't condone fighting. Let me stop. But somebody would have got hit that day. New Lugano, Switzerland, just published a full list of merchants in Switzerland accepting what? Bitcoin. Can you say mainstream adoption is in full effect? It's happening, guys. If you don't know, now you know. Dave, my legendary brother, rocking my new Crypto for Life swag. Hey, shouts out to my boy Dave with the Crypto for Life gear. I think that deserves a little tails. Let's do it. Where's
this crypto control? Hey. You already know, basing let money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Shouts out to my boy Dave supporting Crypto for Life. Law enforcement, one of the greatest guys I've ever met, my new brother. Love him. Supporting Crypto for Life, my boy Dave. All right. Michael Sayers always got love for Bitcoin. Robert Kiyosaki says he's waiting for Bitcoin to drop. Why? So he can buy some more. You know who else said that? Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban said, please go down so I can buy some more. So if it's good for Robert Kiyosaki and Mark Cuban, why in the heck are you not sitting on the side, not financial advice, waiting for further retracement? Let me stop. Guys, this is real quick before I bring in my boy E Smitty. The year was 2017. I was introduced to Bitcoin. This is your boy 68J. 2017. I got to tell you this story before I bring my boy real quick. Make it quick. I had one of my friends tell me about a guy who had made $100 million in Bitcoin. I couldn't believe it. He's a legendary motivational speaker. We used to travel the world speaking together. He told me about it. And I was like, dude, 100 million. I thought he was just, now, if he wasn't who he was and had the credibility that he had, I probably would have dismissed it. But my brother Carlos, right, he says, James, I know this guy, you got to meet him. So I get on the phone with this guy back in 2017, and I don't want to make the story long because I got my boy E Smitty just I can see he just logged in. But I said, I got to meet this guy. So we get on the phone. I talk to the guy. He starts telling me what's going on and how he made this money in crypto. And he got in early. He used to drive a taxi cab. I said, how the heck did you go from a taxi cab to $100 million? He got in early. And so he started telling me the story. And I remember getting sick because I was like, oh my God, I had money back then when Bitcoin came out. I just didn't know about it. This is in 17. So he says, would you like to learn more? I said, yes. And at the time he had like a trading platform. He was doing these things. He wanted me to be involved. So he says, he says, do you know a lot about Bitcoin? I said, not a lot, but I got friends that do. He said, bring them all. So you can see right here, I've got my millionaire buddy sitting here right here with me. I've got one of my other buddies who was a business owner. I got, I brought 4 guys, Dr. Taylor, and we all flew. He flew us out first class to Spain. This is in Spain. And this is me sitting here in the lobby waiting to meet him. We were all sitting there in the lobby waiting to meet this guy. And it changed my life. My life was forever changed. And that's when I was introduced to Bitcoin, 2017, sitting right here in Spain, first class everything. And he sat down and told us, and I was just blown away. I'm going to have to share that story with you guys. Just how it forever changed my life. So guys, with that being said, also remember there's a Crypto for Life logo contest, guys, that starts this Friday. You can enter now, this Friday till next Friday. First place is $50, second place $25, third place $15. Looking forward to that, guys. Some incredible things. Make sure you go all the way down my Twitter. Look at this guy right here. He does a push-up and flips like some, what is this? Man, who is this? Who is that? Oh my goodness. Good Lord, did you just see that? Anyways, guys, check that out. A lot of incredible things. Shouts out to my boy Dave and Josh over at Dad Bods, guys. So with that being said, without any further ado, guys, let's bring in my man. Before we do, let's say hello to everyone. Crypto Tales, you're in the music. Now I gotta introduce y'all brothers one day because Crypto Tales, I told you about my boy Duquesne. I told you about a lot of the guys that I know in the music industry. We used to own our own label, our own studio. I told you, you guys saw the interview with Duquesne. You saw the interview with Marcus Anthony, who signed the Jamie Foxx's label, my boy, that we did NFTs. Matter of fact, we're doing NFTs right now for Jamie Foxx because of Marcus Anthony, who was number 3 on the iTunes 2 weeks ago? Number 3 on iTunes. You guys met Kay Fisher. Well, you get ready to meet a legend right now in Crypto Tales. Much love to you. Congratulations on all your success with your music now being tied into NFTs. This brother got some incredible things going on in Crypto Tales, so make sure that you pay attention to this. It might be interesting. I think it is. Doray's in the house. JC, what's up, my man? Alina Combs, welcome. Here we go, guys. Let's bring him in. Timeless Travels in the house. Okay, guys, without further ado, let me get my man on. Let me check if he's ready.
What's going on, my brother?
What's up, my man? Let me pull you up real quick. Let me get you up on the camera.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, let me see here. Let me get this fixed here. This looks like it's a little bit off. Let me get this fixed here. Make a couple adjustments. So I can see my boy loud. And okay, there he is. Let me check the other camera real quick so we make sure we don't have a problem when we pull in there. Oh, he's good. Okay, back on the big camera. What's up, my man E Smitty? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, my brother. How you doing?
Man, brother, blessed to have you on. I see you in that amazing studio, brother. Tell us, just a little bit about yourself. I got a lot of questions I'm going to be asking you, but right now, just talk about who you are and your focus, your goals, and the things you're working on right now, man.
My brother, man. First of all, it's a pleasure to be on your show. It's an honor as well, and I look at you like a mentor. And like when we talked on the phone, and I told you that just like watching your video and seeing your shoot for Success Magazine, I thought that was amazing. I'm in that transition mode right now, and at the end of the day, I'm trying to do amazing things for the world and for the planet. And people can look me up. They can just Google E Smitty. I don't want to brag about who I am or what I've done. I've done a few things in the industry. I've been in the business for over 22 years. I have some of the best ears in the industry, and that's why I work on all analog gear, as you see right here.
Okay.
I believe in depth and warmth and true sonic perfection when we're actually talking about creating sounds and producing, mixing, and mastering records. But at the end of the day, brother, man, it's just an honor to be here. I can't wait to see what we're going to talk about, because I know it's crazy right now out here in this crypto blockchain world or whatnot. I'm building my record label, which I established in 2015, and we got the actual distribution deal with Orchard Sony at that time. But right now, I'm moving it to the blockchain because I want to give artists the opportunity to be able to earn in different avenues and possibly without, having to use a middleman. So, BSV, which is, I guess, another form of Bitcoin, is a great blockchain, and I like the way that they transact. I like the methods of transaction. I think the on and off ramp can be perfected and improved, and that's something that I'm going to be working on. I just took a position as the head of business development with Enchain in the VC department. All this stuff is fantastic. Trust me, bro. It's amazing. But I'm ready to make moves and ready to make this thing happen. So
I tell you what, that's amazing. But I want to separate the two, because there's two different stories here. There's the artists, right? Who I want to know, like, when did you start this whole? Because there's a lot of people that dream of being in the music industry. There's a lot of people who are in the music industry and don't even work with the names that you've worked with. So let's start really quick before we even go into crypto. When did you get in the music game, and then when did you go from trying to make it, and then what got you to the level? Because I understand hard work. I mean, you had a quick little, insight as far as, on Telegram, as far as like your journey. But where did you go from trying to make it? Because I know a lot of producers that try to make it. That and some of these guys have been around for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they never have that connect that you have. So where did you go from inspiring to be in production, and then finally cracking that that egg and getting to that level where you're working?
I'll tell you where it started. 7th grade, I actually started doing radio broadcasts, and my school had an AM radio station, and the guy that was the owner station was like 92 years old or something like that, man. Okay. Either way, I grew a love for it, man, because he had all the old school boards. He had the freaking the 8-track players, I mean, like, literally. And if you come into the radio station, I mean, it's a monstrosity. There's 5 different rooms. Wow. But there's wires everywhere, and there's all these brown wires because the equipment's so old. And we're in there, and then I get in charge of the station, and I'm bringing my buddies in, and my homeboys are coming in, and we're playing like Tupac and Jodeci, and we turning the station from classical to like straight up urban. Right. And he's like, "Hey guys, it's a funny story, man." But from there, I grew a love. That same summer, I met my man Radar Ellis. Okay. Who's a personality for OK Player. Okay. Representative, and major dude, fucking Berkeley School of Music graduate. Okay. I didn't know he was going to become all this stuff. This guy's my bud, like my best friend. Right. And he was like, "Yo, Smitty," he's like, "Man, let's just go and like, let's record. Let's start rhyming and doing stuff." And we just started like messing around, doing freestyles and stuff. And, from there, I was hooked. Wow. Like, as far as like being a creator. I got to my freshman year in college. I had the Yamaha DJX keyboard in my dorm room. I had my own room to myself. I was in there making beats. I kind of strayed away from college and, ran astray in the streets or whatever you want to call it. And I started linking with cats, and they were like, "Yo, Smitty, you're dope, man." And I was like, okay. And so they gave me the name E Smitty. The word I'm Eric. Obviously, Eric is my first name.
Okay.
But the name E Smitty comes from because I used to have the best green. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So there's like, yo, E Smitty. He got the best green. So, and really, at the end of the day, as a producer, you know, I wanted to have the best production, and I wanted to be the top dog, you know, in the scene. So I started from like kind of a local scene, you know, county scene. Then I bridged it into a state scene, and then from there, you know, kind of went up and down. I traveled up and down the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest. For probably 3 to 4 years, from like 2001 to 2005, 2006.
Right.
And
exactly.
I was selling CDs out the trunk of my car, like literally. And I was making orders of 1,000 to 10,000 CDs like every other month with CD. What is it? Not CD Baby. Probably it's a CD manufacturing plant in New Jersey. I'm trying to remember who it is. Either way, man, either it was done that way, or we'd have like, you know, 10 freaking 10 desktops with CD-ROMs and CD burners up there, and we're duplicating or replicating the CDs. And then we've got like, you know, screen printers, and we're printing the covers and all that other stuff. So, I mean, I had it to a process to where we can create as much as we want. We can replicate, duplicate. And, you know, there's a difference between replicating and duplicating.
Right.
Because if you have the glass master, then you can do some fancy things with that. But from there, anyways, that went to me moving eventually on to online. I created a fan base on SoundClick, you know, charted on their little charts or whatever. Then I moved it to MySpace, and then eventually to Twitter. And that's where I found much success. In between that time, I did sign to a talent agency. I produced some really big fucking records. And when people, when they think about big records, I want you to understand, like, you listen to my music on the radio every day, and it came on 5 to 15 times a day.
Wow.
Okay? And no dollars ever came in my pocket. No credits, no nothing.
Wow.
You know, that was part of the learning curve. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, people know my style. They know my sound.
Right.
A lot of producers and engineers and people in the industry, they're not deep. They don't have the creativity that a lot of us have. So, I mean, it's easier for them to just, hey, you know, sell you some wolf tickets and steal your idea.
Yeah.
And, you know, sadly, that type of practice continues over and over again. And I'll never understand why people want to, why they can't just come up with their own ideas, and why they can't just create their own shit.
Right.
You know?
Well, I see. It's amazing. I see where it says your story. I pulled it up. I've got it shown on the screen. It says 2001 to 2004 sold 150,000 CDs out the trunk. And it was crazy because a lot of people don't realize that's how a lot of artists got started. E40. You know, when you look at a lot of these dudes, they were selling CDs or
Pimp C, Bun B, Lil Flip.
Oh yeah, Lil Flip was a big one. Yeah, selling tapes and CDs out the trunk of their car till they made it. And the funny thing is, they had made a lot of money before they even got put on.
Lil Flip sold 1 million.
Yeah.
Lil Flip, and that's my dude right there.
Wow.
He sold 1 million.
Wow.
Fucking records out his trunk.
Wow. I see that you did that, and I saw 2005 to 2006. I inked with talent agency, produced 10 platinum records. Good Lord. Now, is that, you know, that's what's crazy because going back to what you're saying and being in the industry myself, one of the biggest complaints we used to hear from artists is how they were always taken advantage of. You know, they would have these major people living in mansions, would fly them out, give them some pizza, hook them up, let them stay there. And what happens, a lot of these young dudes were so wowed out, they were so overwhelmed because they were there. They give them a few $100, and then all of a sudden they didn't realize until they got back and heard the music or heard the beat on the thing, and they're like, "Oh my God, I got taken advantage of."
let me give you some cold hard truth.
Right.
They do producers even worse than that.
Wow.
Okay, because you can get, let's say you're a producer and you're like, hey man, you know, I got hot shit, and somebody hits you up and they're like, hey, you know, we want to sign you to our agency, and you know, just send us beats and we'll start chopping them to major artists.
Right.
You know, we're gonna get you in the studio with Nas or or this person and that person, and they will take the beats and they will back sell them to producers who are already kind of inked in, connected into the industry.
Right.
No, give them your shit, your amazing ideas, because, like I said, they're not deep. These people don't have the talent or the understanding or even like the ability to actually create.
Yeah, that's right.
On that level. And then from there, you're sitting back and you're like, nobody's contacting me. And then you hear your shit on the radio. Yeah. You're like, wait, hold on a second. That's my beat.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then you're like, wait, hold on. And then, a lot of cats are like, one of their favorite things, they say this. They say, yeah, man, that happened to me too. I heard my beat. Right. No, you didn't, bro. Right. You never did that shit. Right. You lied.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you did that, then you would know how to twist some knobs and work equipment, and you would have some kind of fucking factual evidence. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, I heard. It's funny because I heard like Kanye talking about his days with Dame Dash, and how a lot of those guys. He was talking about. I have a couple other buddies that are in the space as well, and they talk about how they would purposely go out there and give their beats so that it would be like a buzz. Right, so they would go out there and give their stuff out so they could create a buzz, and then when people start wanting that buzz, then they start monetizing, which kind of like is what Kanye said he did with Rockefeller and those guys. And then you hear the flip end of that, where I've had some friends again being in the industry that work with Dr. Dre, and man, they talk about how hard that is, because it's like you almost got to give away your talent for some time before they even give you any kind of credit for it. And so I'm sure you've probably experienced things like that as well.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm one of the stalwarts in the industry. I'm also an innovator.
Gotcha.
I'm a creator. I'm an operator, a generator, a destroyer. Or I said that backwards. A generator, operator, destroyer. I'm a god in this business.
Gotcha.
And I will always be that. And these cats right here, they'll never, ever be able to actually do what I do because they don't have my soul and my spirit inside of them.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about us actually taking what we're doing now and creating it into something larger, and then growing the education. The education has been the biggest issue. Like, kids are not educated. They don't understand the struggle. Like literally, even today, as the person that I am, I'm sitting here in this beautiful studio, this, that, and the third.
Right.
Even with everything that I have and everything that I've built, I still, without having particular connections to certain people, I still have to get out here and grind.
Right.
And now, my business partner, Christian Ager Hansen, he told me, he was like, Smitty, don't say hustle, because it's like you're getting over people.
Right.
Well, I want to correct something. Hustle does not mean, and it doesn't always mean getting over somebody. What it means is that you're going to go out there and you're going to work as hard as you can. That's like on the football field. That's hustle. Right. Go.
That's right.
You got to hustle.
Right.
Like, get it up. Let's go.
Right.
And I'm an ex-football player.
Right.
I played linebacker, running back. I was a walk-on.
Okay.
I fucking I did my thing, bro. And I'm still in that. I'm in better shape now than I was back then.
Wow.
And I'll tell you, brother, I have an impeccable reputation. Nobody can go out there and say, "Oh, E Smitty shitted me. E Smitty scammed me. E Smitty did this." No, E Smitty tried to help you propel your music career.
That's right.
And you got a taste of it, and it was too much for you. You said it was too big. You said, "Hey, man, this is too much. I can't handle this."
Well, you know what it is. You know, one of the things I want to ask, and not ask, but kind of make a comment on. I always had a love for music, always, and I never had the skill set you had, or because I was always in other things, right? I had my attention on other things, but the love.
Too busy dunking on motherfuckers, man.
Back in the day, right? but I know you can appreciate this. I had more of that Berry Gordy type mindset. Like, I wanted to discover and nourish and help people take their talent to the next level. The problem that I used to always have, and I don't want to touch maybe a couple minutes more on this because I want to get into your crypto. You're an amazing cryptologist. You know your stuff. But the thing that used to always get me and my wife is the type of egos that come with the business, and the fact that it's hard to trust people in this business. and it's such a grimy business. Now, it's a beautiful business, right? There's so much beauty to it and amazing. But I'm just talking to you. Me and you're talking like right now the real, because that's the part of the business a lot of people who are looking from the outside in don't see. They don't see, like, we were just watching the movie with Elvis, right? Or you see the movie with some of these documentaries, and you're like, oh my God, they were taking advantage of him like that. Oh my God, he was broke. Oh my God, it's like you don't see that part of it. All we see is Elvis. All we see is Whitney. All we see is Boys II Men. All we see is New Edition, or what's the other one? The three girls that went broke, TLC.
SWV.
Oh yeah, SWV, TLC. But you never.
SWV and TLC.
Yeah, but you never see that these guys get off stage. You got all their merch on, and they're living at their mama house. I mean, it's just stuff. So that's the part of the business that I didn't like, even though I still have a massive passion for it. But we were in the industry twice and walked out of it both times. One, because we had people breaking in our studio and I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, we're trying to do everything for you and you're stealing from us. And the second thing was the egos. One of my uncles is a guy who produced stuff with Tupac, and you probably remember the guys, what's it called?
Beats by the Pound.
Yeah, I mean, he was big time in music, got platinum albums everywhere. And we took these guys, and they were just so arrogant that my uncle's like, you know what, I don't even want to work with these guys. So just kind of speak on that a little bit if you can in a couple minutes. Yeah.
Man, all right. So I can attune to that, and it's fucked up, man. Because I don't like telling my story a lot because I don't want people to feel like some sort of way.
Right.
Look, bro, I was I was living in North Carolina. I just had my third baby.
Okay.
With my wife. We're running like a small studio. We got great equipment in there, and I'm getting evicted out of my house. And I'm basically posting ads on Craigslist, like, platinum producer, which I am, okay. and but obviously I don't have the bucks. And I'm like, platinum producer, looking to relocate, and I'm bringing my equipment with me. And everybody saw what I have, and I've got nice shit, of course, because I invest into my equipment. That's the number one thing, because I'm a fucking. When it comes to like equipment, I can take this shit apart. I can clean the pots. I can rewire it. I can fucking mod it, do whatever. Like, I've learned that part of the music, and I understand, as far as like how sound transfers through equipment and how it transfers through a digitation, like, how it's digitized. And the first call I got was from B.O.B.'s camp.
Okay.
And he was like, they were like, yeah, man, come down. We got a studio. We want you to come down, put the equipment in. And I'm like, yo, I'm with it. I'm like 100% down. I was like, all right, so we're good. They never called me back. They called me back again. And, we have like maybe a disagreement. And then next thing you know, I got a detective calling me, talking about I'm doing something wrong or whatever.
Right.
At that point, I was like, damn. Next call I got was from Brick Squad general manager.
Right.
And he's like, Leo, listen, man. He's like, I'm doing more than hip hop. I got this pop rock band. He's like, I want to see how you do on the mix. Sent me all the stuff and a little bit of money, like $350, like not much money at all at the time. And I mixed that shit. It sounded impeccable, obviously, because you know how I do.
Right.
And then he was like, you know what? I'm flying you out. So I got on a plane and I fucking came down to Atlanta. He took me to Magic City. I checked out the space, everywhere we're working at. Meanwhile, I don't even know that my man is fucking in a building that's owned by Big Meech's cousin.
Oh, wow.
And they don't even know that I'm in the building.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I didn't just produce Choppers on Deck for ASAP Ferg. Right. So I got a crazy buzz in the street. Everyone's like, yo, that's Smitty. He did Choppers on Deck.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. And so either way, man, I end up coming down to Atlanta and I bring my equipment and everything. The room or the actual facility is like torn up from the floor. My wife is pregnant again.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? We're just going to build this shit. So I went and took my own money, bought all the drywall, bought all the insulation, fucking fix the ceiling. It's just like a 14-foot high ceiling.
Right.
And I got her on like fucking ladders. She shouldn't even be up there.
Jeez.
And we're like doing this together and fixing the whole fucking building up. We get this shit plush, man. I'm talking about everything is wrapped in leather.
Right, gorgeous.
This shit is beautiful,
right,
impeccable. Like one of the most beautiful studios you ever come into.
Wow.
And I show up one day with a consultant, and he happens to be like a 6'8" white boy, and they go crazy. You know, we get into altercation. They steal all my equipment. They fucking take my masters.
Oh wow.
You know, at the end of the day, like I said, man, it's a dead issue now.
Right.
But just, that's how it is, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the game can be grimy, and that's one of the things where I used to tell my wife, I said, babe, because at that time we owned businesses. I was a big time speaker traveling the world, some of the biggest stages, and I would look at my wife and go, why in the heck? Sometimes I would be like, I'm out of place. Like I fought my way out of the hood, and yet I'm putting myself around people that are putting me
in the hood.
Yeah, from the hood, and not only that, but they don't treat it like a business. They treat it.
No.
They treat it in a sense where you're like, you're sometimes you feel like your safety is at risk,
Now, I want to say one more thing. I lost everything, bro. Like they took everything, and next day, I went and I bought like some of the bare bones of everything and replaced it, and did that. But I've got masters and fucking shit that proves who I am as a producer and big records I've done, and I'll probably never get that back. Wow. And at the end of the day, is it something I'm going to go after? I don't care about it, bro. It's like done deal. It's a lesson learned. It's a notch under the belt, and I'm here for the today. I'm not here for I am here for the future, definitely, but I'm not worried about the past.
That's right.
And maybe I've told too much tonight. And
no, I think it's important because so many people, they'll see, oh my God, he's done this. Oh my God, they'll see where you're at. But I think a lot of times we have to understand where someone's come from. They'll say, oh, James has done this. Oh yeah, he was interviewed by Success Magazine, but I'm that kid that was on welfare in the projects in the ghetto. So sometimes it's great to hear about the journey so people can appreciate who you are. And I think that's, tonight hearing your story, it allows me to appreciate you even more because I know you've gone through the pains of the industry. But that's, a lot of people look at that as, oh my God, but we look at it as lessons. It was like like school 101 on what helped us get here. So with that being said, I know you've gone through some things with me. You're going to definitely work together, because I've always had a passion to continue to go in the music industry, just in a different. I think if I learned anything from my last 2 stints in the music game, it was what not to do. And now, because I have connections, like I've hung out with Quality Control. My uncle's a big time, award-winning person in the music game. Like I don't have to go there in that position where I'm putting myself around hoodie dudes with hoodie mentality. Because here's the thing: it's not the hoodie dudes that's bothering you. It's the fact that, look, if you want to really win, once you change your mindset, everything changes. The problem is these guys don't really know business. They don't want to know business, and a lot of times it's a very dog-eat-dog world. But with that being said, you go in, you have tremendous success. You went through those trials and tribulations. I appreciate you telling us about your family. How many kids you have now?
Man, at the end of the day, I have a gigantic family. So I mean,
so do we. So that's why
I'm beating you right now by 2, brother.
Okay, hey, but you know what? You got 8. I love it because you got. I remember the old show, 8 is enough, right? Hey, family to me. I don't know why people always say, "Oh, Milord." I said, man, I am blessed. I wish we actually wish we could have had more.
Listen. You know what it all boils down to? It all boils down to good DNA.
That's right.
And
that's right.
We got great DNA, that's and right. Spread that DNA out there, because at the end of the world, the end of the day.
That's right.
I said the end of the world.
Hey, I do it all
I didn't mean to say that. Sorry, guys. No, the world's not going to end.
No, you're good.
At the end of the day, in order for us to make real change and make the world a better place, then we need to acknowledge the greatness that we have inside of ourselves.
That's right.
And then we need to spread that. Now, I'm no saint. I'm not perfect. And, I'm very rough around the edges.
That's right.
I'm still like transitioning. You know what I mean? When I saw you in that suit in your interview and the way I was like, that's how I want to dress.
That's right.
That's how I want to be. I want to do that. That's like literally, you have no idea. That's my passion.
Right.
But I feel like, part of it is still, going through a few things, because obviously the way the universe works is you're going to go through everything that you go through, however many times repetitively, until you learn the lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you can move on. And I think one of the biggest things that people have to remember is along your journey, the less fear that you have, the more positive vibes that you can emanate off.
That's
because
right. That's right.
We're all kind of like connected on vibrations. And I'm not going to lie, man, in this past month, 2 months, it's been tumultuous for me. It's been turmoil. I don't know who I trust.
Right.
I'm building on a platform. I'm the business, the head of business development on this, on that. I'm taking new positions and new things on that I've never done in my entire life. And at the same time, you talking to somebody. I'm a college dropout. I don't have the so-called societal credentials or the degrees.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this to you, brother. I don't mean to cut you off, but most of the people that I know who are very, very, very wealthy did not finish college. And I'm just going to leave it at that because, even though I push my kids to go to college, some of the biggest business people that I know, some of the most successful people, were at best C students in school and didn't finish. Now, I say that to say this. Your journey of success, or the journey of success, is a very lonely one. And let me explain that to you real quick as we get into crypto, because I know a lot of people want to hear about that. And that is that I had to realize at some point, because here's what I realized coming up. Misery loves company. You have so many people tell you what you can't do that you weren't meant to do. I had people tell me, oh, you can't have car lots out here. African-American people don't have car lots in this city. Or you can't own a chain of sales. Who do you think you are? You can't do. What makes you think you can speak when you still may have a little ebonics, or you may still, talk, a certain way? Because I am me. There is not another me like me.
That's us, baby.
That's who we are. And so what I did is I focused on the things that I could be extraordinary at. And sometimes what happens in life is you have to, and they're going to call you a sucker. I remember when I used to go to the playground where I used to play street ball, right? And I mean, we used to have, brawls out there, and it was rough and tough. It's the hood. And I remember, I walked away because I was struggling. I was catching a bus. I was, getting rides from my friends. And then I decided as a young man in my early 20s, after I got through playing ball, that I wanted to be a business owner. And I started my own business. And what it did is it took me, I realized I had to distance myself from all my boys. I had to distance myself from that negativity because misery loves company. And what I mean by that is people want to know that you're not winning, and it makes them feel better about themselves. It's a lot of times when you do win that people start hating on you. And that's a whole nother episode in that one, right, where haters come from. I always tell my wife that I embrace my haters. You have to. You can't get mad at them. You have to embrace them. Instead of getting mad or try to do something, to get back at them, I always tell them I kill them with success. That's the best way to get back at a haters, kill them with success. But here's the thing, is that sometimes you have to change your circle. And that was something very hard for me as a young man, because I know what I want to do. I wanted to win. And all my boys they always say if you take the 5 people closest to you and you divide their income up by 5, that's probably what you're making. And if you're around people that are, excuse my language, bitching and moaning all the time, griping, life sucks, I can't pay bills, this and all this stuff. And well, if you look at the people around, they're probably doing the same thing. So what I had to do is I had to start studying and putting myself around people who were doing the things that I want to do. So I always said, look, if I'm going to buy into someone's opinions, they better have the lifestyle and dreams that I'm looking for. Otherwise, you can't tell me nothing. They
better be more successful than you.
They're more successful than me. And so what I would do is I would go back to those playgrounds, E Smitty, and I would pull up in my Navigator, or I'll pull up in my Range Rover. I'll pull up, and I'm not saying this to impress anyone, but to impress upon you. And you know what they would call me when I got on the court? They wouldn't say it to my face. They dare not say that. But I would hear people when oh man, old boy say you're a sellout, or Uncle Tom. Or something. I'm like, for what?
Being successful.
Because I was winning. Because I pulled up in $50,000 cars when I was catching the bus the last time I was there, and they're all doing the same old thing. So I don't say that to impress anyone. To say sometimes this journey to success is a lonely one, because let's even take crypto. You know how many people told me I was stupid for being in crypto? Oh, it's this, and you hear all, especially in 17, you heard all the negative. Oh, black market this and da 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 da, and even when you try to tell people, they didn't want to listen. But guess who came back asking for loans or asking for, oh my God, James, no, I didn't get lucky. I understood, right? I understood. So there's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance is when you don't know about something. I've been ignorant to a lot of things in my life. Stupidity is when you know and you don't do nothing about it. That's stupidity. Now, I'm not stupid, but I've been ignorant a lot. And ignorance just means I didn't know about crypto before 2017. So I was ignorant to that fact. And so I always tell people that there's a big difference. And going back to what you're saying, sometimes you got to change your environment, my friend. And then once you change your environment, you'll find the right people will stick. Everybody else wasn't meant to be in your life anyway. And that's how I look at things. So I got people this day I don't talk to. And that's okay. But a lot of the people that we're hating, today they are my friends. They are still there. I wouldn't say, further, but they are still there. They are still, oh, James, we this and that, even though we don't have a lot, we don't have a lot of engagement, but you can see that they now admire what I've done because I didn't sit back there griping and bitching and moaning about life. I got out and I made something happen. And you know what? It's not about, I did 1 year of college and I went to go play pro ball. Basketball. So it's not about education. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about going out there, finding something that you're passionate about. And then just like for me, just like with crypto, I was passionate about it. I locked myself into a damn office and I learned and I got good and boom, here I am. So with that being said, E Smitty, please tell me how, first of all, when did you get into crypto? Because I know we're running out of time here as far as our thing. Yeah. When did you get into crypto? And
then brief story.
Yeah.
Back in probably 2009, 2010, I was introduced to Bitcoin. Somebody was like, buy these Bitcoins. They're 25 or 50 cents or whatever.
Okay.
And
wait, what'd you say?
I said they were 25 or 50 cents back then.
Bitcoin?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow.
So we're talking about, and it may have been earlier. It may have been like 2007, 2008.
Oh my God.
We're talking about the earliest stage. And I looked at it and I said, Bitcoin. I said, this is some fucking nerd shit. I didn't buy it. I'm not doing it. Right. They invited me to a studio down in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina, and all the kids in there, they're all buying Bitcoin and this, that, and the third. And they're like, it takes 3-4 days to buy it.
Right.
Because at the time, it took a long time to transact.
Right.
And I was like, they was like, man, it's a fucking few quarters, man. Like, what are you? And I'm like, I don't know what the hell this shit is. I was ignorant to that point. I missed the bus.
Right.
Ultimately missed the bus at that point. Fast forward to 2018, at the end of 2018, right before COVID hit, I was getting all these stupid little fucking advertisements from Robert De Niro and eToro.
Okay.
And so I started day trading, fucking around, playing with it.
Right.
Horrible. I made a couple good sales, and I was like, okay. And it was at that point, it was like IOTA and Tron, XLM, XRP, things of that nature. Ethereum had such high gas fees. I couldn't even fucking fuck with it.
Right.
And then moving forward to the end of 2019, I bought a bunch of XRP.
Okay.
And I did that because I don't know, man. I did my research, and that was the first. The XRPL, the ledger, was the first blockchain that I learned about.
So what price was XRP when you caught it? When you started getting invested in it?
When I started buying it, it was 11 cents.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo! You got the good price. Good price.
So I mean, and I bought some at 21 cents, 27 cents, whatever.
Right, dollar cost averaging. Got you.
And fast forward to now. I tried to build on the XRPL, the XRP ledger. Okay. I even, tried to get a grant from Ripple. They didn't understand my invention. I had actually already patented a blockchain invention that involved music, the music business, music distribution.
Okay.
And from there, I said, okay, well, I found the next thing. It was HBAR. And I applied for a grant from the HBAR Foundation.
Okay.
They didn't understand it because I kept calling it a blockchain in their hash graph. Right. So I fucked up there.
Right.
Then I met the Algorand community. I was for sure. My CEO followed me, and I was like, yeah, this is it. We're going to fucking build this shit. And next thing you know, I met Christian Auger Hansen, who's my business partner now.
Okay.
And we talked, and he was like, I want to help you. He's like, let's build this. And I was like, whatever, all these people hitting me up. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know he's this mega superstar guy. And fast forward a few months, didn't hear from him. And I saw he disappeared out of the ecosystem, and I found him again. and he was involved in the BSV, which is, the controversial, but, I guess not understood version of Bitcoin, which is supposedly the Bitcoin Satoshi
Right.
vision. And I hit him up again. I was like, look, man, I'm talking to a few different guys, a few different partners. I'm going to build this shit. Either I'm building on, and at this point, now I got people because they've seen that I have a patent and they're like, okay, well, he's going to build it on XRP, or he's going to build it on HBAR, or he's going to build it I was even like to the point with LCX, which is, Liechtenstein.
Okay.
And that is, my man, Monty. Shout out to Monty Metziger. Gotcha. He's a good friend of mine and amazing fucking dude. And I'm going to work with him regardless,
right,
because of who he is. He has the most regulated and crypto exchange in the entire world.
Wow.
And he has, I think, 9 or 10 licenses to operate. So he's ahead of the game. He sent the SEC a letter and said, look, we already have our regulatory framework in Liechtenstein. And we already have we don't acknowledge what you guys are doing and what you're trying to do to us.
Okay.
And because of the way that they structured everything, and this is why I love LCX, the LCX token, is because they have more regulatory clarity than any crypto or blockchain in the entire fucking universe right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's, and like I said, he's a good dude. The guy understands tokenization, and that's my thing, because I'm all about tokenizing things. I look at things and they can be we can take any physical asset and then tokenize it digitally as well. And even if we take a digital or physical asset and tokenize it, I feel like this is the future for everything. I feel like blockchain is going to change everything that the world is doing right now. Because we have security measures. And then, if you look at it like from layman's terms, a blockchain, what is a blockchain? A blockchain is a series of numbers and codes.
Right.
And they could be uppercase, lowercase, number, blah, 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 alphanumeric, this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter, but it's a succession of these codes.
Right.
If you look at a traditional routing number or a traditional bank account, it's just a few numbers, just 13 digits or 9 digits.
Right.
So I feel like blockchain, it kind of locks everything in. And then at the same time, it lives on the blockchain. So even like, and we're talking about mining, people don't understand when we're talking about miners, they're mining these blocks of data, okay, because they're creating it, they're mining it, and that block of data holds a certain amount of megabytes or gigabytes or whatever it is. What made me build on BSV was the fact that they have 4 gigabytes of block.
Gotcha.
So more information can be stored on that block. And now listen, for people who don't understand, this is Web 3. Web 2.0 is basically, WordPress and Wix and whatever else you build your website on.
Right.
Web 3.0 is monetizing the web, is adding value to it. You're actually taking it and you're able to create a value on it. So, I mean, even like, let's say that we were on a monetized, and I'm not trying to give away a patent or an idea, but let's say we're on a monetized YouTube right now, and every time somebody puts a thumbs up or they comment while we're talking, they earn a token or they earn a fraction of a token.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
We earn a token for every time that we're doing something like that. So, I mean, it's adding value to everything that we do.
Right.
So that we're paid for everything that we do because we're contributing.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the aspect that I look at. Now, as far as like all the infighting, we have BSV, BTC fighting. We have XRP, BSV going at it. We have everything. I have nothing to do with that. And as a type of guy that I am, I'm trying to build a platform and a product that everybody can come to. So I'm not going to tribalize this. I'm not going to turn this into, some kind of crazy cult. I want this to be something that can be used and mass used. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong. That might not be what most people want to do. A lot of people want to just build things, exit out of them, get their money, and leave. Right. But for some reason, I don't know, man. It might be just the humanitarian in me. It might be the Virgo in me. It might just be that I just enjoy doing things like this. So now I'm involved, and my goal is to create at least 4 new projects in the next year.
I love it.
The first one being my record label, Sound Alive Records, putting that on the blockchain, tokenizing music, and then creating the opposite side of it, which is tokenizing music on the receiving end for the majors and the bigs and the platforms and all that. And then my next project would be on and off ramps for various tokens to where we could actually get to mass adoption by making it easy as like a Cash App or a PayPal to on-ramp your funds into a token and off-ramp your funds back into fiat. Because despite what people say, fiat is not going anywhere. And, it's going to be used, and people need to stop thinking that all of a sudden somebody's going to hit a switch and then all of a sudden, there's not going to be any more dollars. No, man. People say that, we got BRICS nations and this, that. It's all true. Yes, definitely. Well,
Go ahead, bro. So let me ask you this. You're definitely one of the, we've had several artists come on the show, and you're definitely next level with your involvement in crypto. I mean, we can obviously, I've got people in the comments right now saying this brother knows his stuff. So, I mean, obviously your knowledge is very vast in the crypto industry. Is very impressive. I pulled up right here because I want people to get to know more about you as well. There's something here where it says "In the Streets" magazine. Now, I know you've had a lot of stuff. I've seen you where people have had you on the shows. You've been a guest speaker. You've been a guest on some really big channels and things like that. Right here it says Mike the Great and E Smitty are taking hip hop to the blockchain. Talk about how big that is, man. Like, is that where you see everything's going? Like, we've got one of our guys, Crypto Tales, that just did a deal. He raps about his rap songs are they deal with crypto and things like that. I play a lot of his music right now on the show pretty much every day. And he just did a deal with the NFT company that's now attaching his music to NFTs. How big is that? And is that something that you're looking at doing here in the near future, being on the blockchain and things like that? Or where are you looking to go with this?
I mean, we're already doing that.
Wow, that's huge.
As far as In the Streets magazine, they're the sister company to another magazine called The Report, and that's THAREPORT. The site is being revamped right now. Now, these are some of my media, and I would say like the media arm of Sound Alive Records, because I call them arm because these guys have been around for 10, 15 years.
Wow.
And they see what we're doing, and they're getting motivated, and they're rebuilding and revamping their sites.
Right.
Now, I have a list right here of sites. And these are all startups and like very, very small projects, but they have big ambition. And I also want to include them in the ecosystem for my record label and for my blockchain record label. So Vacation Magazine, I'm the CEO of that. I run that magazine. It's a great site. We look at things in a different perspective. We're trying to bring, basically what would be most popular through our eyes and not through, mainstream. We're not copying anybody else's model.
That's right.
Then we got the Urban Vault. I think they're out of Australia or the UK. We got Hip Hop Heads, and they're awesome as well. Solo Vibes, we were working with them for like 10 years. Spitfire Hip Hop, my boy Jimmy, ex running back for Georgia Tech.
Oh, nice.
And he's located out in Austin, Texas now, but he's been posting us for 10 years. Worldwide.hip hop.
Okay.
The Report, obviously, In the Streets magazine. Shout out to my man Josh, because we just basically we have a partnership now to where they'll be posting our exclusive content. Van Digital out of North Carolina, and they're great too. Illuminati2G.com, the Seventh Borough, Hip Hop Relevant, Tokyo exclusive out of Japan. Nice. Richie in the House, which is a Latino, and yo soy Latino y hablo español. So Richie is my boy, and then we have Yo Comics Raps, which is out of Slovakia.
Okay.
So I mean, we have like a very wide range of very independent. And what I want to do with these projects is, I'm going to eventually put my firepower behind them. I'm gonna put them on the blockchain, and we're gonna tokenize everything, man. Because so when an artist, for example, if they want to come to us, distribute a record, then they can distribute the record. Traditionally, it'll go to all the like normal spots, Spotify, iTunes, Napster, blah blah blah.
Gotcha.
But then it's gonna go. They can tokenize and create their NFTs on my platform. They'll go to the marketplace, and then if they want to add additional support, like getting the media arm of Sound Alive Records, boom, then you have 10, 15 different places right now who've been in existence for like 10, 15 years.
Right.
And we're perfecting the sound and the brand and everything. Now, a lot of these guys, they don't even know what I'm doing yet because I haven't even sent them a letter. But I picked them because these are our most loyal media brands that have been supporting us for a very long time.
Gotcha.
And I want to include them in what we're doing. I want them to be partners with us. And so yeah, man, that's kind of like in a nutshell what we're doing now with Mike the Great. Mike the Great, I want to speak for 2 seconds about him. Amazing producer, MC, engineer out of Harlem. He's got his own recording studio as well. His nephew is Chuck Cash.
Okay.
Records with Jim Jones and Jadakiss. Jim
Jones. We actually hung out with me and my wife hung out with Jim Jones.
Jimmy is awesome, man. I fucking love Jimmy.
Yeah, Jim Jones.
Yeah, he's so awesome, man. Yeah. No, Jimmy is cool, man. And what I've seen from him is a progression. As he gets older, he just gets better and better and better.
Yeah, we were.
It's fucked up because the last record that I really loved with him was the joint with him and Takeoff, and Amigos.
Yeah, Amigos.
It's fucked up because I felt like those guys were really trending up, and time I hear Jimmy, he's doing his thing. Shout out to Jim Jones.
Much love to Jim Jones. And really quick before we move on, let me send some shots out real quick. You guys, we are talking to my brother, the legendary E Smitty, super producer, mix engineer, CEO of Sound Alive Recording. I mean, amazing guy. You guys who just joined in, you guys make sure you go over to his Twitter. You can see he has almost 180,000 followers. Extraordinary guy. Has worked with some of the top people in the industry. Before we move on, guys, let me say hello to some of the family. You guys do me a huge favor and hit those likes, subscribe. I want to say hello. Thank you guys for being here. Beekeeper69, Shane Sullivan, Alina Combs. How you doing, sis? Crypto Topics. How you doing, my friend? We got Crypto G in the house. Much love. Quintessential. How you doing, my friend? We got Frankie Legend with the legendary tri-tip. Bullish Big D says, my man knows his stuff. That's right. He sure does. You guys make sure, again, you guys go and follow my brother E Smitty. We've got Marley FPV in the house. Shane Sullivan, the legend himself. Crypto Trooper 22. Laurel Jack. Dr. Sheba. Guess what? No Sheba. What's up, Dr. Sheba? How you doing, my friend JC, my legendary brother, my crypto brother? And you know what? Shouts out to my queen, Jeanette, for the super chat. And really quickly, if you don't mind, E Smitty, every time we get some money on the channel, I got to pay a little homage. Give me a second, brother, as we say, thank you, sweetheart, with a little crypto tales.
I'm better off.
Woo!
Yeah.
We got E Smitty in the house. Yeah.
Tip top. When you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch. The Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet you. Shower DAI like we do it all the time.
Much love to my beautiful queen, Jeanette, with the super chat. What's up, my man, Good Kims? What's up, Good Kims? Uh-oh, you got some Kims working? What's going on, brother? Let me stop. Timeless Travel, my sister's in the house. What's up, Timeless, the legendary? You guys make sure you check out Dames on the Blockchain later on today. So with all that being said, guys, let's get back to my man, E Smitty. You know what, E Smitty, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of people probably tripping on you right now because we've had a lot of artists on. These are artists who've gotten in the game. These are artists who have, maybe, dibbled and dabbled in the game a little bit. I would probably say by far your knowledge and just what you know about this space is second to none, which is one of the reasons I wanted you on, because a lot of times people think, these guys, he's an artist. He might got a few, crypto in his pocket. No, this guy knows what he's talking about. I call him the cryptoologist. So, with that being said, man, let me ask you, before we get into our drawing here and shut everything down, what are you excited about right now? What project are you excited about? If you can tell everyone just some things that you're looking forward to, and also not to go too much into that, what do you feel about all this crazy mess going on right now in the market? I mean, FTX, Celsius, good Lord. So many people, we're going, everybody feels like there's a bull run getting ready to happen. I keep telling people, calm down. We have not paid the price. I feel that there's more downside. We don't know. We're not financial advisors, but we have to pay the price, man. And I just think that, a lot of stuff that just happened in 2002 has set crypto back a little bit. You got a lot of the big money that's scared now. So just give me your sentiment on what you think is going on in the market right now.
I feel like we were not just set back. I feel like we were sent back to the Stone Age, like literally. And I feel like not just in crypto, I think in every aspect of life. And at this point in time, it's going to be rough for a while before things get better. But the roughness is an indication that, things are going to get better. So that's the beauty of it.
Right.
I would say for most people, man, just, hold on to your assets. Don't make stupid trades. Don't buy things that you don't know.
Preach.
Do your own research.
Preach.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of this meme coin phenomenon and a lot of this, garbage stuff that doesn't actually live on a chain.
That's right.
It's going to go out the window.
Right. That's right.
At the same token, try to not be too tribalistic, man. People turn crypto blockchain into tribalism, and there's a difference too. Crypto, it could be just a token. A blockchain is actually a network, and a blockchain is something that where actual utilities and projects can live on. So things are hosted on that on that blockchain.
Gotcha. Okay.
At the same time, smart contracts. Okay, we're talking about all the technology that's going to be used in the future. Okay. I do believe we'll have a blockchain election. I call it the quantum election.
Okay.
Quantum. We'll have a quantum reset, quantum financial system.
Right.
We're going to have a lot of different ways to where things are going to be disrupted in the world. And we're just kind of like at the beginning of it right now.
That's right.
It's been happening for a while, but it's coming. And the best thing you can do, man, is load up on your utilities. Number one.
That's right.
Number two, kind of remove all emotional aspect from it, because at the end of the day, this is a knowledge thing. This is a technical thing. This is a tech thing. And you got to do as much research as you can.
That's right. I agree.
Doing research is going to be more than just going and watching your favorite, person on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube.
That's right. That's right.
You have to actually do the research and compare things. Some blockchains will exist, some won't. Some are for some people, some are for other people. Me, myself, I have a few that I really, really believe in, and that's just because of the way that they create things and operate.
That's right.
And you can tell if you've ever downloaded multiple crypto wallets from different blockchains. Some of them, they load like that. Some of them, it takes, you're waiting. You're like, wait, hold on. Is my wallet going to load?
That's right.
What's going on? And then at the same time, transacting. So going to various swaps,
right,
where you can swap different cryptocurrencies for other cryptocurrencies and, staking and all that stuff. If it takes a long time, then the transaction is not actually happening in a speed that it needs to. Right. So, I mean, when we look at transactions and we look at speed, there's next to none that I've experienced from BSV, but that's internally between BSV and XRP and HBAR. Very fast networks.
That's right.
Transact immediately, and they transact with very low fees. Now, some of the on and off ramps for particular coins, that's where my problem is, because if I want to go and get a haircut and I want to be able to, I've got, all this money in my freaking crypto wallet.
Right.
And why don't I have a debit card that I can spend that crypto with? Well, they have a few. You have the Uphold card.
Right.
You have the Rex. But because we live in the States, there's a limit as far as how much you can spend. And there's also a limit to what tokens that they're going to carry.
Well, there's quite a few that I've gotten, because there was a time I was just trying to get every card. There was, BitPay, and there was, I think I had BitPay. I've got Coinbase. I've got Crypto.com's card. So I typically have different cards, so that way if I want to transfer profits over to those cards and use them, I can do that. I know people like JC, who's a big fan of using debit cards. I know a lot of people who pay all their bills with crypto cards. So, but no, you said a couple of things that I definitely want to kind of recap on, and that is, and you nailed it. And that is, right now we need to be great students. We need to be doing our research. We need to kind of calm down. I think a lot of times people get so excited about crypto, E Smitty, that they just want to do something. Like I got $10, let me buy something. I got $20, let me buy. I got $100, let me buy something. And if you don't understand what you're doing, and you don't have a good strategy or plan, we was talking about a good strategy or plan, then you're wasting money that's probably going to wind up retracing 20, 30, 40, 50% more instead of having a better plan in place. And one of the things you talked about with crypto, I definitely think we've been set back for a while, some time. I definitely think we're going to have mainstream adoption come, but not until regulation happens. And I just think with a lot of the things that happen, you're not going to see a lot of these new, like you said, meme coins and new projects make it through regulation or certain scrutiny that's going to be put on by the government and the Fed and things like that because of what happened. They want to protect people. And so, is the opportunity going to be the same for a lot of these coins? Will they go back to all-time high? You see CEOs running, you see exchanges going out of business. And I mean, we hear FTX, and then you see like 10 other exchanges that were put out of business. You see CEOs running for the hills, and then you see exchanges making excuses. Well, crypto is down right now, so we couldn't make it. We're going to have to shut down. Wait a minute, you were around when Bitcoin was 3,500. Why you got to shut down now? Is it because you're scared? Because a lot of the things you were doing are similar to what FTX were doing or some of these others. So I just think
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to weed out a lot of the shysters.
A lot of backdoor shit, man.
A lot of backdoor stuff. Yeah.
Backdoor shit. Trading. So, and it is absurd as it sounds. Trading clients, actual like customers' funds,
right?
And trying to. But you know what? It's no different than what the banks do.
Right. That's right.
I'm sitting here right now. I've been waiting for 3, 4, 5 days for a wire transfer to come from overseas to my bank account.
Wow.
And obviously, we got Christmas and then we have New Year's.
Right. That's right.
So the banks have special holiday days.
Right.
So they don't even actually make the transaction until 3, 4, 5 days afterwards. So then the transaction's made. And then they want to hold on to it because it's coming from overseas for another 3 to 5 business days, so that they can go and trade it and try to make a profit off of your money.
That's right.
So that's the name of the game, man.
That's right.
And I mean, until we get to a point of like P2P, like peer-to-peer transacting and total privacy, and really what it is capitalism. And people think that capitalism is incorrect, but they don't read the fine print. They don't understand that capitalism is free market, free enterprise, and privacy and private ownership. But that's exactly what crypto is. That's what blockchain is. It's private ownership.
That's right.
You got the keys to your wallet. No one else does. If you lose the keys, you lose your wallet. Nobody else can go and recover it. You can't find your wallet on the ground and say, "Oh, I found his wallet. He's got $500 in it. It's mine." No,
that's right.
It doesn't work that way.
That's right.
I mean, this is an amazing way to transact, and I think that I picked the right blockchain to build on as far as what I'm talking about as far as BSV goes.
Right.
I would really like the community to be less tribalistic and less cultish, because it doesn't excite me or the people whom I could bring to the blockchain for mass adoption if we're always infighting and always putting people down because they have a different token or they promote something else. And I've since I came into the chain, I've had many people say, "Yeah, man, get the alternate coins out of your profile." And I'm like, bro, this is not about promoting coins. These are like lifelong friends and people I've met in different blockchains. And this is trial and error. I'm also a music record producer. I'm not the fucking crypto genius top dog of the world, but I am looking for a solution and also understanding that the future is here. And I'm trying to invest as far as like my time, my energy, and my ideas and my brain, because that's what I hope people will respect is my brain, because that's what I bring. I bring my mind to this. I'm trying to invest that into something that's going to grow and help humanity in the long run. So, I mean, and I think when you listen to a lot of BTC, Bitcoin top dogs and Bitcoin maxis, they want the same thing.
That's
And
right.
really, they just want the government out of their shit.
Right.
And that's because government has gotten too big.
Well, let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off here. And
Yeah.
for everybody that's with us, guys, we're at an hour and 22 minutes. But you know what? I don't give a damn. Why? Because we're having a great time with my boy E Smitty. So if you want to stick around, guys. This is your boy James, a.k.a. 68J with Crypto for Life. We're on one. We're enjoying. We're going to keep the show rolling, guys. So with that being said, E Smitty, let me ask you this, brother. And you know, do you think this was, you got so much conspiracy out there, right? What do you feel about when you look at FTX or Sam Bankman-Fried specifically saying, man, this was an accident. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I don't buy into that when you're dealing with billions of dollars. What's your feelings on that whole situation? Do you have any input on how they ran everything off of QuickBooks with people that look like at best they were over for pajama parties and stuff like that, running a multi-billion-dollar company? I mean, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, being on Forbes 3 months ago and then being broke today, it's ridiculous.
Privilege.
Privilege.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's their privilege because they're the fucking Poindexters that went to, the Ivy League schools and they're connected. Their parents are high-ranking doctors and psychologists and physicians and PhD holders and this, that, and the third. It's privilege, pure privilege. And then they have a very, very strong connection with government in the private sector.
Gotcha.
So, it's the rich. This is a traditional, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer scenario.
Right.
I'm very displeased with it.
Right.
But at the same token, I don't have much hope that it will change because at this point, we know that 99% of government is corrupt. So from the courts to the regulatory agencies to even the grassroots, you even have mayors and county people and so forth. It's corruption. But I mean, it's got to be exposed in order for it to be changed. And I think this is the period of time where they expose everything and then a big change can come because people are not going to actually do anything about it unless they actually see it. And when they see it on mainstream, then they can't deny it. They can't call you a conspiracy theorist. They can't say that you're uninformed or you don't know what you're talking about. The only thing they can say is, hey, brother, you're right. I just saw that on the news last night or blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So it's a validation and it shows where we're going.
Well,
at the same token, when it comes to regulatory agencies, especially in the U.S., we need somebody that's going to be honest and fair, transparent, and somebody that's going to understand because there's so much dynamic to every token that's legit, in every cryptocurrency. And we have people that have made their entire life savings and their entire life earnings and their entire wealth off of making smart decisions and understanding things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't like that. I don't want anybody to lose their money. Why?
No. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
people need money. This is not a free world.
I agree.
I mean, we're not on UBI. We still living in a society right now, and it's actually declining. I saw a video today, and fucking iceberg lettuce is $7.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's getting crazy. So I mean, unless you have that extra bumper, and I'll tell you right now, I'm right here with all the day-to-day people. I look like I'm, the richest guy on the planet, but my wealth is invested into my brand and into my equipment and into my family, my well-being and so forth. As far as liquid, I can liquidate everything I have and be a very liquid person. But right now, I'm doing the same thing everyone else is doing. I'm working my butt off and trying to maintain and do everything that I have to do to be successful.
That's right.
So I mean, people have to understand that, and the next fucking valley that we're gonna go through, we're gonna see everybody who's got wealth, they're gonna lose it like boom.
That's right.
And that's what I'm saying. So diversify now. Take what you can take. I would say the best investment that you can make is into commodities, like day-to-day things that can be used daily, and they're not going to go away. So we have necessities in life, And just think about that. What are things that people need to use every day, whether we're in a recession or we're in a we're in a bull market? You have to understand the way to make money right now is going to be in providing the utilities that people need to succeed in any realm, regardless, bull or bear market.
That's right. I know, and I agree with you 100%. Here's my thought on all this, guys, and I see a lot of people making saying this live is fire. Thank you, guys. So thank you, Quintessential. I appreciate you, Quintessential. Lena Combs, JC, my man Shane Sullivan, Billish, Big D says that means Gary Gensler has to go for damn sure. Hey, guys. So here's the thing.
Go.
Yeah, here's the thing, guys. With everything that we're talking about, I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin and crypto's future. I think we all have that in common. That's why we're here. The thing that we're saying, the thing that my man E Smitty is saying is just be prepared, guys. We can't walk around with like a horse with blinders on where we're so fixated on what we want to see happen that we're ignorant to the fact of a lot of things that's happening right now that's going to take us possibly further down. When you start seeing big money, when you start seeing some of the world's richest people talk about we could be going into a recession, / possible a depression. If you don't think things are happening right now, when you see the average car price, they came out with a thing saying the average car price right now, E Smitty, is $600 to $1,000. You think people can afford that? That used to be rent. Hey, look, income ain't going up that much. That used to be rent. You got people right now paying the average rent. They said the average rent is somewhere between $25,000 and $5,000. Come on, man, that's crazy. So you got to understand that things are happening right now that point to a possible recession. We still haven't paid the price for all this money printing. We've got all these things that are happening worldwide, guys, and then you add on the biggest scandal.
Yep.
The biggest scandal, not the biggest scandal in crypto, but one of the considered bigger than Enron. One of the biggest scandals in the world just took place. And it's something that we're all excited about. We're sitting around hoping that big money is going to pay attention. Maybe just about a year ago, 6 months ago, we're all very bullish. Big money was looking at Michael Saylor, what's the old boy's name?
Do Kwon.
Yeah, all these guys, right? They're looking at all these big guys, and they're going, man, they entertain it, and all of a sudden, people say this was strategic. I don't know if it was strategic. It might have been. I'm not saying if it wasn't. I'm just saying that if you don't think that governments are happy, we're all sad right now. They're happy because it gave them a reason to come in. And look, at some point, I think we need regulation. I think it's very, very important to have some type of structure because I can tell you right now, my son got wrecked. I talked about it the other day. When that happened with Terra Luna, my son was on the phone almost in tears, literally in tears, upset because he got wrecked. So many people.
And he made a great investment to begin with.
That's right.
And he was up there. He was there.
Yeah.
He was like, Dad, I got this.
That's right.
That's
right. And I didn't even know. I didn't know. Yeah. He was. And
then boom, he got wrecked. And that's the thing, man. Right now, it's not just regulatory issues right now. It's just we got bad people in different places. And we still have different people who they use and transact and use blockchain and crypto for purposes of like flamboyancy,
right.
Like they're out there, they're using it as a racket. I like to call it a racket,
Right.
And once we can get rid of those guys, and it's not many of them, but it's a few out here that's still doing that. Once we can do that, then we can kind of clean things up. Really, the whole purpose of crypto and blockchain is security. We want our funds secure. We want to transact privately. We also don't want the government in our shit. We're not trying to be taxed to death. And we don't want to pay enormous gas fees. That's so, right. I mean, and I feel like with some of these tokens and currencies and blockchains, and I'm not going to say names, but I think they even adopted kind of like the government's way of doing things and started. They're like, well, shit, the government taxes, so we're going to add gas fees. And
here's the thing, too. We always talk about hackers, right?
Yep.
We always talk about scammers. We got a lot of hackers, a lot of scammers in this market. But all some of these exchanges all SBF is a more polished hacker scammer. right? That's
That's
all.
it.
They're just hackers and scammers on a bigger level. They saw an opportunity where it wasn't regulated. They could get people. They could take advantage. They could print coins. They could do all these things. And now we're shocked. But it's just they saw an opportunity to scam people, and that's literally what we're dealing with right now. And that's why, like Frankie Legend says, regulation is needed to move forward. So, look, man, I'm super excited. I know there's probably a lot of things we could talk about. I definitely want to have my man E Smitty back on again. You guys make sure, again, go to my man's Twitter. E Smitty, where else can they find you besides Twitter? Before we close out?
Come to soundaliverecords.com if you're a prospective artist, musician. You want to distribute your music legitimately. You want copyright infringement protection, technology detection technology. You want to fucking put your music in 264 territories worldwide around the world. Come to me. If you want to make a record, if you want to do music, we can do that. If you need your joint mixed and mastered professionally, come see me. If you want to build anything on the blockchain, we can do that. If you want to get your music on the radio, Clear Channel, MTV, Sirius, wherever. Like I'm plugged in everywhere, and I just need product, man. And it's got to be professional. It's got to be good too. A lot of cats, they think that they make something that sounds like today or trendy. It's good. It's not good, man, until I say it's good. And my man right here says it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with it, man. So let me ask you a question. You help people take the next step in music. So I have a question for you, E Smitty. So if I came at you like, yo, I gotta go on a flow for my show out the door to get people to follow. Let me stop. I can't rap worth a damn. Let me stop. E Smitty, I want to work with you, but I ain't gonna be no damn rapper. I can't rap. Good Lord. Hey guys, but if you have a skill set like Crypto Tales, like Duquesne, like K-Fish, and all these guys, and you want to work with the hottest producer, one of the hottest producers on the planet, you make sure you look up my man E Smitty. Go to his Twitter page, and there's a lot of ways. Matter of fact, we're gonna ask E Smitty to be a part of the family. Hopefully, you guys can maybe check him out in the Telegram. I always got E Smitty. We've got celebrities. We got Marcus Anthony. We've got. I don't know if you ever watched the movie Sunset Park or Coach Carter. We got Antoine Tanner that's in the group. We got a lot of celebrities, a lot of multimillionaire friends of mine.
I just listened to the soundtrack for Sunset Park like 2 nights ago.
Okay. The starting point guard, that Antoine Tanner, he's in our group. So come to our Telegram group.
I fucking love that movie, man.
Oh yeah. That's my man.
The soundtrack crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got Onyx. You got Mobb Deep. You got Aaliyah. You got my man Big Mike on that joint. I mean, this shit crazy, man. That is one. No, listen. That's one of the inspirations that I had growing up. I was probably, I don't know, 15, 16, 17. 15 or 16. And back in the day, man, when movies came out, they had the best soundtracks ever, man. The best. We had The Show. We had what was it? We definitely had Sunset Park. You had the soundtrack for Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Oh man, big time.
With MC8.
Oh yeah.
MC8, you know what I mean? Murder Was a Case. You had like Snoop and Dre and DJ Quick. I mean, like literally, man. And I grew up on all that West Coast shit. Even though I lived on the East Coast, right. I called it almost said the West Coast.
West Coast.
No, the East Coast. Right. I was raised in Connecticut, New York, New England area. I played ball up there. I played at a prep school, man. I played elite football and basketball. Okay. I'm probably, let me see. You're 6'8", right?
6'8", yeah.
You're 6'8". I'm 5'10", maybe. So you're about a foot taller than me.
Okay.
But I was still out there doing my thing. I was known for kind of breaking ankles. And, I was a linebacker. So, I mean, I was about 5'10", about 190 in high school. Got to college. I played D-back for a little while and then played a little bit of minor league football and little arena football. I was, I think the biggest I was at was 5'10", 240 or something like that. Or 250. I think I even got to 250. But now I'm back down to probably 215. Somewhere around there, but I mean, I still do my thing as far as like I run every day. I run sprints. Oh, nice. I do calisthenics. I haven't been able to get out for a while. It's been raining I'm down in Georgia right now, so it's been raining for
it's been crazy, man, all over the place. I hear we have flood warning in San Francisco, like parts of it
strange
underwater.
fucking weather.
Oh, it's crazy. This weather is ridiculous.
Yeah.
My boy Crypto Tails shot up and said, I need a Smitty track. So he looks, E Smitty, I got to hook you up with my boy Tails. He's the one who's got the fire music that I play every day, crypto music that's now got deals going on with NFT projects. So we definitely got to have y'all connect, collab. This was all, it's funny how things work out, man. And, now me and you are talking about doing things, and me and Tails are talking about doing things, and I got so many connections in the music world. I'm looking forward to it. So Tails, we're gonna get you connected to my boy E Smitty for real. So I've got Alina Combs saying I really enjoyed this interview with E Smitty. I would love to have him back on to speak more about cryptocurrencies. Your knowledge is fire. That's right. That's my boy.
Appreciate that.
Let's see who else is out there. All that. We got a lot of love for Crypto Smitty in the house. So guys, we just asked Crypto Smitty to be a part of our family. My newfound brother, I'm excited to be working with him. I appreciate all the kind things that you said, man. The feeling is mutual. Really, really excited to work with you, man, and to get to know you more. And with that being said, man, is there any last moment things you want to leave us with as we get ready to get into our drawings?
No, man, just thank you so much for having me, and I really enjoyed this. I mean, this has been a very lengthy show for me, but I love it, and it clearly shows we've got so much to touch on and so much to talk about, so much education. And I think that's the most important part right now is the education.
That's right.
Educating the listeners and helping them out. I mean, obviously this is not financial advice or anything like that, but it's just kind of like, gems and the seeds for them to grow.
That's right.
And super successful in everything that they do. So, I will definitely be back, and, it's an honor to be here. I love your story and everything that you do. And, I'm ready to, suit up and put the slacks on and take it to the next level myself, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, we family now, brother. So we done connected. We family. There's definitely admiration there. I'm looking forward to it. You guys, this is my brother from another mother. My man.
That's my brother too, man.
Hey, brother. All love, my man. And I look forward to hitting you. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit you after the show's over with. Much love, boy.
All right, my brother.
All right, my
peace.
man. Talk to you soon. All right, peace. Yeah. Guys, that's my boy, E Smitty. E Smitty was in the house. So for those of you guys who enjoyed that, I know it's a little bit over. We spent some time, but I think it was well worth it based off of the incredible feedback that we got, guys. So with that being said, my wife says, definitely didn't seem like a long stream. Great show. Thank you, sweetheart. Timeless Travel said, great stream. Quintessentials in the house. Crypto Trooper 22. The Golden Eagle 99. What's up, my man? We've got, let's see, Shane Sullivan, Crypto Tales. We're going to do some things. We definitely going to do some things with my brother, Alina Combs. Appreciate all you guys, crypto OGs in the house. Bullish Big D, Frankie Legend. Yes, the legendary family. We appreciate JC, all you guys that are in the house. Timeless Travel. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Del Rey's in the house. All right, guys, let's go into our drawing. Let's do it. Here we go. Right into it. Tails, take us there.
Time to show a lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no tears. If you're selling, then I'm still.
Guys, do me a favor. If you appreciate everything we're doing here at Crypto for Life, make sure you show your love. Hit the like, subscribe, go to Twitter, comment, retweet, show your love, hit those likes, go to YouTube. Guys, we got some amazing plans. I'm still waiting for my confirmation for our movie producer. Directed, it should be on actually this Friday, waiting for a confirmation. But I tell you guys what, we got a lot of big plans, a lot more things we're going to do, and a lot more giveaways, a lot more charitable work. We're just getting started. Crypto for Life. Ain't that right, Big Bro 10? You already know. I'm super excited, guys. Greatest family ever. Greatest wife ever. Hey, guys, appreciate you guys. Let's get in this drawing. Hit your C4L, C4L, C4L. Let's do it.
Still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Bag it up.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags with them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up.
Just in case you guys didn't know, you're the greatest family in all of crypto. I said it.
Spitting 16s, got them bags stuffed up, give you
that.
more game than your main
Here we go.
rap buzz.
Spin that wheel.
Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying.
Four down.
To the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying.
Four down.
Upgrade the
4 down. Who is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is Crypto Trooper 22 on the wheel? Let's see. Oh, you're already on this. We got to go 1 down from there. Quintessential 1. Quintessential 1. Because Crypto Trooper 22 is already on the wheel. Quintessential 1. Quintessential's on the wheel. Quintessential. By default. Quinn. Did I spell it right? Tis. Did I do that right? Uh-oh. Got too many N's. Quintessential's on the wheel. Quintessential's on the wheel. Did I do that right? T-I-S. Yep. The rest of it's right. Oops. Nope. I left the N out right there. Right? There you go. Okay, we got you on the wheel. Quintessential 1's on the wheel. Congratulations. Here's our wheel. It's a big deal. We got you on there. Guys, our drawing will be this Friday, along with the logo drawing, guys. Congratulations to Quintessential and all those who are on the wheel, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being a part of our family. We love you very much. Make sure you guys go in again to our Twitter, go into Telegram, show your love, and to our YouTube. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll be back on schedule at noon. I do know that Ryan Lamar, the movie director, film director, is supposed to be on Friday at noon. So with that being said, guys, we'll appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I know it was a little long, but it was very strong. Uh-oh, wrapped again. Until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Your boy 6AJ. We out. Peace.